Hello everybody, welcome to Black Friday Live. I'm gonna wait for it to pop on over here on my iPad so I can see all the comments and everything. But welcome, I'm so glad that you are here today. Hope that you all had a really great Thursday yesterday, whether it was Thanksgiving for you or just another day in the week. Either way, I hope it was an awesome day. All right, I think we are popping on now. Hi there, hello, and welcome, everyone. Hello, hello. All right, so today is Black Friday, woohoo, which means hopefully everybody is getting some awesome shopping done, although really it's been like Black Friday week. So many of the deals have been going all week long, and likely you've probably already done lots of your shopping. I actually got almost all of my Christmas shopping done yesterday. I think I have like 2 more things I need to get, and then that's it. And on that note, I am going to put together a post of what I'm getting everybody this year. I just need to do that and get it done. I'm also going to create myself an Excel form because you guys know I love Excel. We have a love affair going on, me and, Excel. And I'm going to make an Excel file that will show or that will have like name and what they got for Christmas and whether or not it has shipped, whether or not it has been received, and whether or not it has been wrapped. Because I feel like I have so many things I'm trying to keep track of in my head that I just want it down on paper so I can just click buttons and make things turn green when it's done and kind of put that out of my head. So I'm going to work on that this weekend, and I'll add that to the post as well so you guys can see and download it if you want something, a way to keep track of all that stuff too. So it's just, that's how my brain works the best, is when I've got, a document that I can keep track of and I don't have to keep everything in my brain. In regards to our house and the COVID situation here, the kids' results came back yesterday, which was Thanksgiving. So we got them at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and they both tested positive with the PCR. So both of the kids have COVID. I'm actually not feeling super great. So if I'm not like crazy chatty like normal today, that's why I feel like I'm congested. I feel heavy, feel tired. So I'll probably get the kids and have everybody take a nap after I'm done here today. But I didn't want to skip this because I have a schedule to uphold for myself. And also I just, there's nothing like taking your mind off things for a little bit and having some fun putting pages together. But I actually have an at-home test I'm going to take this afternoon, although I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure that this is probably COVID. So that's great. Luckily, I am very thankful to be fully vaccinated. And in being fully vaccinated, the hope is that my symptoms will not become too terribly bad, which was always the scary thing prior to vaccinations because I have a history of lots of health issues. So that could have been really bad. So I'm happy that that's not the case, right? That this will hopefully protect me a little bit from severe issues anyway. So, okay. I think that's all you need to know about all that jazz. And we'll go ahead and get you flipped over. I'm hoping and praying that my phone cooperates today, that it doesn't do what it did on Wednesday. I don't know what that was. And I'll also show you the completed pages from Wednesday that I just did off screen. Most of it was stamping, so I figured you guys probably didn't need to see all of the stamping. That was fine. So let me flip you over and I'll show you what I've got. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, so yesterday, yeah, Mary, I just saw your comment about making the front page because of the surge, and yeah, it's crazy. It's so bad here. It's so bad here. So first of all, you guys saw this page come together for the most part on Wednesday. This was the A through Z scavenger hunt page that we're going to do. And basically all I did after I got off the call was to create, to stitch on all the letters, right? So these will become the flip ups, and underneath we'll hold a picture and some journaling about, or like a phrase about whatever it is in our house that we find for each of the different letters. So there's like a whole bunch of them. Now, I was under the impression when I was doing this page that I didn't have any R's. And then I think it was maybe Tammy, but somebody commented that they saw an R when I was working on this on my sheet. It was just on the wrong page, and they're totally right. So I might actually redo this since it's kind of janky there with me trying to make it an R. If I bring this up, you might be able to see like there's like a little gap there between the foot of the R and the round of the P, right? So I'm thinking I'm just gonna cut another small piece of this paper, which I still have some left, and then I'll add the R on there instead. And then that way I don't have to make up any of the letters, which is kind of awesome. So that page, in the photographs, once I get them edited, this one will show up in the photographs, but you guys will know that I actually redid it. So that'll be fun. So yes, story 22 will be a scavenger hunt around the house for things related to Christmas, starting with each letter of the alphabet. I'm going to leave this out so I remember to do it. And then on the back side of that is story 23, and this is the one that my phone poo-pooed out on. So what I did here is I first created a filler page on this side with stamping. This was an idea from Allie, I believe from Product Play 2. I think this was Product Play 2. And she stamped in green and red all different kinds of numbers, and then did her number of the day stamped and gold embossed. And that's exactly what I did. It's kind of hard to see that it's gold embossed, but if I kind of shake this, you'll see that it is gold embossed. And that turned out really nicely. I super, super love the way that this looks. I used the Redwoods and the Mackenzie colors from Allie, and then, you know, just a gold, whatever this is, Tonic Studio Gold embossing powder. So then to go with this, I'm going to do a who, what, when, where, why, or who, what, where, when, why page, and then fill in this section with a photo or a collage of photos, in this section here with a photo or ephemera or embellishment or something. Something will go in this spot. And this story is going to be about holiday parties. Most likely it's going to be about the holiday party that we throw every year called Christmas Adam. Although if we have other events that I want to add in here, I might be able to squeeze in some other stuff too. So we'll see. We'll see what I choose to do, if I just want to do one party or multiple, but that's how this one came out, and I really like all the stamping. Then Christmas Eve, I did not do here on Patreon. This was actually part of the Product Play Back to Basics class. This was the page that I created. It's an interactive fireplace, and if you took that class, you would have already seen it, and there's a whole template and everything to recreate this for your own album. And then this piece will pull up with some journaling on the top. This is just a template for myself. The vellum at the bottom is just so I can have this title, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" at the bottom. And then I may possibly add a photo to the backside, or if I need more room for words, I can use the backside as well. This one is going to be a story about Christmas Eve, but I'm doing something a little different this year, and I'm actually going to tell the story in prose of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. I'm going to rewrite 'Twas the Night Before Christmas and gear it towards what we did on Christmas Eve. So that's going to be a really fun writing challenge for myself. And then this is going to pair on the opposite side with that same collage. I originally was thinking I would do a full page photo, just one photo, but because I knew I wanted this set up here, the backside just now allows me to have a collage of photos. So I might just take photos from throughout the day and put them in here, and then those photos can correlate to the story that I have written. So that is page or story 24. So today we're going to work on story 25, 26, 27, and 28. The reason I'm doing 4 today is because 27, we're actually not going to do anything. For day 27, that's going to be my one story for December daily this year that I'm just going to leave up to whatever happens that day. I will have some parameters because I have prepped, or I'm going to prep the day before and the day after, so that's going to give me kind of a structure to work with, but I'm still leaving most of it for that time. So for day 25, what I'm planning to do is a 1-page layout with a flip out. So this year, because I'm trying to do all 31 days of December, so 31 stories plus some intro and one thing at the very end outside of the stories, the way I'm trying to manage that is by limiting the amount of stories that span over the full 2 pages. I'm trying to keep things to just 1 page at a time, so 1 page per story. And so far that seems to be working in terms of the amount of bulk. So for this page, I wanted to use the concept from Linda from her Back to Basics class. And what she did is she created this flip out using these transparent wreath elements. And what I want to do for this is to actually create the flip out where I've got a quote on the outside, and then when you flip the page over, there will be some journaling on this side with the other wreath and the 25 in the middle. So it's just going to be like it'll cover both sides. And it will also allow me to use my patch. So what I can prep today is the flip out portion. I pulled a couple of different green papers. I've got this watercolor green. Sorry, I hear crying. What'd you hit yourself on? In my room. Your head? Yeah. Where? Can I see? Can you show me where? Right here. Let me see. Right here. Okay, you got him? Okay, thank you. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so he bonked his head, I think, on something in his room. Okay, so, all right, so I've got 3 different green papers that I'm debating for the outside, and the outside's where I'm going to put the quote. So I've got the same, this was not the same one that she used. Actually, I don't even remember what paper she used, but I've got this other section of the green watercolor. I've got this one, which is kind of like greenery and berries. Or I have a Vicky Boutin paper that's got words on it. I almost feel like I kind of like the first one the best. And I will trim out underneath this so that you don't see that. You don't see the paper through the transparency. So I'm thinking not the words, even though I like that pattern, I think it's a little too busy. So then this one, right, and if we are, it would be to about here. Actually, no, it would probably be to about here. So then we'd have this. Or well, it would go probably about 5 inches, right? No, it's probably less than 5 inches. 4 inches. She had a template, didn't she, in that class? Hold on, give me 1 second. I want to see if there was a template that I meant to print and forgot. All right, should, like, okay, is this on 8.5 by 11? Yeah. So if I print this real quick, and this way you'll see too, let's print you off. Okay, there. This way I can have a template, because I already created a template for my journaling. So I just want to make sure that it's all going to match up well. You know what I mean? Okay, so I think I like the watercolor one the best, honestly. I can use this green one for something else later. And then we'll have this piece, which is there. Oh yeah. Plastic. Okay. So I'm thinking I can just go ahead and put this patch in the middle of the plain one. Like so. And then, so this is how the journaling will go in here. So my story for Christmas this year is going to be the 5 senses. So what are we seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling? And then I'll fill in all of that journaling and then have it with a full page photo next to it. So that's going to go on the inside. So what I'm going to do is take this template, and this is something that Linda created for the classroom. I did put my journaling like too far over, so I'll have to be very conscious of that when I make this page later. But or when I do my journaling, I might even just adjust it today so I don't forget. Okay, that, and that. And sometimes this is part of the prep too, is just getting the templates for my journaling set up so that when the month comes around, I don't have to worry about that part. I just want a punch. I don't know if these are, I think these are bigger than 3 inches, but maybe they're not. Yeah, definitely bigger than 3 inches. So, I'll go back in. All right, so I'm just gonna trim that out by hand. Okay. And sometimes too, like you'll see in the one I make after this, I will also, so I'll do the journaling templates ahead of time. And then I will also do sometimes like photo collage ahead of time. So like I'm about to create a page for our elf, Mary, and that'll be day 26 or story 26. And for her, I will, right, you're gonna go this way. For her, I will, no, you won't go that way, right? No, you will. Losing my mind. I'll create a photo template because I'll want to include more than just one photo. So by doing that, then it's basically like making a layer template. And then come December, all I have to do is throw my photos into it. Okay, so it'll be like this, which is good. So I think what I'll do is put this on the back and we're just gonna trim it out. And then when I cut this out later with the actual journaling in it, then it will go on a hinge, which we'll just go ahead and make the hinge today as well. Just get all that done. So we'll put it on a hinge, and then that will connect these two pieces to the photo for the flip out part. All right, so right there. And then, I don't know if I trust my cutting inside of a circle, so we'll just trace that part. And then I'll cut that out on its own. Yes. Okay. Ugh. I'm reading your comments really quick. You're not frozen. I just want to see. I'm making sure I'm not missing anything. All right. Okay. All right. Not missing anything. So then what I can do is I can actually create the entirety of this outside part, including stitching on the plastic element. And come December, I can do the inside part of the flap, print off my picture, and then make it work, you know? Okay. So this piece is going to go on here. I think I'm going to put it on the top, because that will help to cover up a little bit of the, I also probably just want like the tiniest bit. I am going to like embroider stitch this. If I have an embroidery stitch on my machine, we'll find out, I guess. If not, I will very tightly zigzag it. Okay. So let's position this. Looks like right about there. Sure it's straight. I would say that is good. Okay, so then this part will get stitched onto this outside piece. So then the way this will look when it's done is we'll have this journaling about the 5 senses on the inside, right, with the 25. So it'll go like this, then it will open, have the journaling, the 25, and a full page photo. And that will be my Christmas Day story. So this can go inside the album because I need the journaling for it and the photo for it. I can go ahead and cut a piece of this to create a hinge for the element, which all I'm going to do, same as usual, is cut a 2-inch strip of copy paper, just normal, super thin copy paper, fold it in half, add some adhesive, let's do it. I won't need all of this because that's a full 8.5 by 11, and then this is going to go on this edge. So we'll go from the bottom like that, and I can just trim this part off, and that will give me my hinge all set up and ready to go as well. So it'll open like that. Okay, so this I'm going to set aside to stitch. This, let me see if I can find a little piece of that paper real quick. So I can go ahead and get that done here as well. Come on, what paper are you on? This like berry looking paper? Not in there. My paper is starting to look like such a mess. Here we go. Okay. So I need 1.5 inches by 1 inch. Okay, let's do that again. 1.5 inches by, that's right, right? Yeah. By 1 inch. Okay. And that is going to be the R. Can't believe I missed that R. So silly. Okay, so you're gonna go here and we'll stitch that on as well. Okay. All right, so all the stitching I'm gonna leave for the end, for like the last thing we do. So we've got that. I don't need this anymore. This and this can go in the album in just like a plastic page here until further notice. Okay, and now let's work on story 26. So every year in my album, I like to talk about our elf Mary and all the things that she does and she brings and all of that. Usually she has like her own mini-ish album at the end that just goes inside of the large one. This year, when I saw Virginie, I think that's how you say her name. Oh, I could be wrong. When I saw her create a folio pocket out of this folder here, I knew that that is also what I wanted to do. So, the thing is that for me, the album needs to open this way. So, because Christmas is going here, or the day after will go here. So this is going to be the outside of mine, and then it will open and have the pieces on the inside, like hers. So, I rewatched her thing this morning to try and understand how she did this. I wonder if this would work. And basically she undid this bottom portion of the pocket, which is just kind of fused on there. Okay, so she undid that part. And you can totally go to that product play class to see her full process video. I'm going to go kind of quick because this was her idea, not mine. And, you know, I don't need to give away all her secrets. So, all right, so let's then cut. I'm going to do my flip up portion on the inside a little different though, because her way works great, I think, but I do mine a different way, and I think that it will be easier for me that way. Okay, so that will be that. This here can go. Okay. Okay, so then this is going to be the hard part, I think. Oh, whose birthday? Kelly. And Mary. So Mary, your birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday tomorrow. And your sister's birthday and your son's on Tuesday. You have the same birthday, Kelly. Man, amazing. I love that you guys have the same birthday. Okay. Okay. All right, so then let's take this. Curious to see how much of this will be visible. Or if I should just stitch it closed. Ugh, it's kind of visible. Okay, I might stitch this closed just because I don't love seeing it through. Okay. But I know I need to stitch that part down, this part down, and it will close. I like how she tied hers with a ribbon. And then this is where the waterfall will go. And this is where, like, whatever I want to put in the pocket can go. So let's create the elements that we need for the waterfall. So first and foremost, I would like to get, oh, and this is going to go on the outside of the folio, which is another one of those metal words. It says Mary, since that's our elf's name. I'll probably put it actually like up here, and then that will be able to be, that can be flipped open, right? And then it'll have something in here. I considered putting it in the pocket section, but it's a little too wide, and also I like it better on the outside anyway. So, waterfall. My plan is to do a journaling card on the outside. I don't even know if I have a journaling card. Oh, this one could work. Maybe. Don't really have much for patterns. What is this? No. Yeah, I think that'll probably serve the best. Or I could cut a piece of this into a card. Could make a card out of the craft paper, which I kind of like that actually. And then I can see if I've got any other thing that says Mary. Let's see what I've got here. No. No. That's kind of cute though. Okay, so maybe a heart. No. I kind of like the heart. Yes. So Stephanie, I see your question about images for the pages. Yes. I actually, I was working on that a little bit this morning. So I've got everything except for Wednesday. I still need to, I have Wednesdays photographed. I just haven't edited them yet. But up to Wednesday, everything is in there. And then I'm hoping today, when we're all done, I will take a photo of what we make today and try to get those in there as well as the one from Wednesdays, because I'd like to just be all the way caught up. Oof. But yes, you'll be able to find those. They'll be in each of the video posts. So when you go to Patreon, there's like a post for each of the lives. And when you go all the way to the bottom of the post, there is a title that says images from today's completed pages or something along those lines is what it says. And that is where you'll find them, is down there. It's not necessarily a link. I think it's confusing because it's underlined in bold, so it kind of looks maybe like a link, but it's not a link. It's just like a title, so that when the images are uploaded underneath it, then you'll see them right there. Okay, so what I want to do is cut this into a 4x6 card. There's 4. There's 6. Okay, and then the Mary heart will go, I think, just right in the middle. Do any of these say Mary? Nope, nope, nope. They do have the best way to spread Christmas cheer. That's kind of cute. So I might do that just to kind of spice it up. Okay, so I like that. So that's going to be the title on the top. So got that there. Put this here. I feel like you're crooked. No. Okay. And then we'll put the little heart on top. For Mary. Okay. So this will be on the top part. And the way this will work is there's going to be about, well, let me think. There's going to be 4 photo collages of 6 photos for 24 days total, or 24 photos total. Because Mary is only with us from the 1st of December through the 24th. So I take a picture of her every single day, and I add those into like a 2x2 photo collage for the 6 days. So then what I want to do is underneath the flip up, so up here, to have like 1 and then say what she did, and then 2 and say what she did, and 3, say what she did, 4, 5, and 6, and then the photo underneath. But under that photo, I actually want to adhere on a piece of pattern paper so that when this is folded down, the pattern paper pokes out of the bottom. So that you don't see, so it's kind of like a waterfall of pattern paper, if that makes sense. So, so that's the title. Also, will this fit? Let's make sure this will fit all the way in here, right? Because if it's 6 inches, yeah, it will fit. It'll be like a bit of a tight squeeze, but it'll fit at the 6 inches wide. So, so the next thing I want to do is figure out, so if I've got photo collage 1, 2, 3, and 4, I need 4 patterns to go underneath. So let's pull out a bunch of pattern papers that I have left. Some are pieces, some are not pieces. Okay. And since all I need is about 1 inch, right? So if I've got 4 inches, and then I would have 5, 6, 7, and 8. So it'd be 8 inches tall, which is good because this is, I think, 8 and not even 8 1/4. So it's going to be like the full inside portion. So, like, I like the green. I like the red. So it could be like green, red. Maybe like that one, and maybe that one. That one's not my favorite though. What about this green plaid? So we did like green plaid, that, red plaid, that. I almost feel like, no, to you. Okay, so no to all this. Okay, I'm not leaving anything out. Nope. What's that? It's back there. Okay. I could do it's also not my super favorite, but I keep looking. Maybe this one. Okay, that one's not bad, but I also kind of like the polka dots. That's my whole template. No, no. These are all my other ones that I made of that fireplace. I have like 4 of these. I had to make extras so that I could take pictures of the process. I wish I had more of this black star. I think that's one of my favorite papers this year. It's that black star paper. All right, this one is a bit more... Ooh, I kind of like that. All right, I think that's my winning combo. That's what I'm gonna go with. Okay, so and then the underneath, you know what? I need to get my notebook. I'm thinking through numbers and I need to write the numbers down so I don't forget. All right, so then so for the Mary booklet, my journaling template needs to be 6 inches by 5 inches. My photo needs to be 6 inches by 4 inches. So then these strips I'm actually going to cut at 1 1/4 inch so that I have some room to adhere them together. So this one I think is 1 1/4, right? No, you are 1 exactly, right? No, not 1 exactly, but good enough that we're just gonna leave it where it's at and go 6 inches. So that will be 1. This one we can go 1 1/4 by 6, and then 1 1/4 by 6. And this one can be 1 1/4 by 6. Okay. All right, so to conceptualize this, so we can see how this is going to work. This is going to open. This will be a pocket, and I'll put, oh, right, the Mary. No, not Mary. I'll put something over here. Then, on this side, we're going to have pattern paper, pattern paper, pattern paper, pattern paper, and then the Mary title, which some of these are maybe more like that. Okay. So that's what the inside is going to look like. So then this is going to flip up, right? And we'll have journaling up here. So journaling template 6 by 5 times 3. And then I need a 6 by 4 times 1. Okay, let me explain that here quickly. So 6 by 4 journaling will go up here, and then my photo will be adhered here with the pattern paper adhered to the bottom. So then when we flip this one up, the photo plus the strip of paper is actually going to be 5 inches. So then this will become my journaling. There will be a photo underneath adhered to this, and likely a little bit of space in between the journaling and the photo itself. And I'll fill that in with either more paper or washi tape, either way. So then that's how the rest of them will go. So that'll flip up and that'll flip up. And really when they flip up, they'll be more like, you know, they'll be more like this. They'll kind of layer underneath each other and have photos underneath. So this will make so much more sense when we go to put it together come December 26th. But we've got the title piece done. We've got the pattern papers that I want to use done. Over here, I may have like, so Mary every once in a while brings us like a letter from Santa, and she will leave a goodbye note and stuff like that. So I'll probably stick those in this pocket once we make that into a pocket with my sewing machine. And then for this hole, I would like to put something over that. Maybe bring on the joy. I kind of like the star because it's more centered on there. No, I don't want that because it's getting too busy. So how about a phrase sticker? Okay, Winter Wonderland, down the chimney, snowman, from me to you. Okay. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Maybe. That's kind of a cool one. Okay. Oh, how about this one? Naughty or nice, question mark. Oh, except I wish that you weren't on white. It's all the white on white. Okay, wait, I've got more. Most wonderful time of the year. Maybe that. 25 days of Christmas to show you I love you. A Christmas tree, naughty list. No. Peace and joy. Merry Christmas. And I could just do like Merry Christmas. That would work. Plus it's got Mary in there, right? That makes sense. Okay, so if I do that, and then we'll redline tape this. Except if you are going to go there, so then I'm going to add the redline tape here. And here. I see, Paula. Yeah, no problem. And you know, there will be some images, so you don't have to go back and rewatch the whole thing if you don't want to. Um, you know, it's good fun. Thank you, Stephanie. I just saw your comment about the fireplace too. You know, I will say that you know, being a part of product play, being a part of those classes is like such an honor and it's amazing, right? To be in with so many amazingly creative people. But there's literally nothing that brings me more joy in terms of like crafty stuff than seeing what we've created inspire other people to create. And beyond that, to like scrap lift, right? To be scrap lifted is one of the biggest honors of all. And it's been a really such a joy, because I've seen a lot of people recreate the fireplace, and it really makes me happy. I love to see it. Okay, so we've got that. So the only thing I have left to do here is stitch this piece on, and I think what I'll do, I really like how she put a ribbon on hers. What do I have? Ribbon. These. So if this is closed, right, and we want this to tie in a bow, I kind of like this one. This green and red plaid is pretty. Yeah, I like it better than this like Santa looking one. This one's really cute though. It's got all these like little white puffs on the sides. Okay, so if I'm gonna tie this in a bow, then I probably just want a bunch. Like, let's not be skimpy, because I can always cut it down, but I can't make it bigger. Okay. Okay, so, oh wait, I have a, all right, so that's going to be my bow for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to very likely cover the entire inside with something. You know, maybe I just want to cover the inside with a pattern paper. That way I don't have to use the washi in those sections, you know? I think I might do that. Okay, so I'm going to add some tape here so that I can put this directly over this plastic hole. Hopefully that's straight. Well, straight enough. Okay, so then this would wrap around and tie the page shut. Yeah. Basically like that. Okay, so I like that. Okay, so because I'm thinking what I'll do is also stitch on this ribbon so that it doesn't go anywhere. That'll be that. This one. can go, oops. There. Okay. All right, so I think that will work. So we'll stitch here, we'll stitch here, we'll stitch here, and then that will give me that. So last but not least, let's figure out a pattern paper that can go behind all of that and peek through. Maybe this is where I want to pull in this piece. And also, my next page. Does my next page go on the top? Like on the back side of this? 27. It can. Yes, it can. Because then you are going over here. Okay. So then this can either just be, you know what? I kind of want this to be a white on the back. So never mind. Not using that. Never mind. No, because I want it to cover. All right. Sorry, I'm just thinking through a lot of different things. All right, so I don't like any of that. No. Got like a tree pattern. I don't have a lot left, although this actually could work really nicely. Oh, and I've got one in that color, so maybe I'll do this, because when I see through to the back, I want to be able to see all the pretty decoration on the plastic. So I'm thinking that's going to be my best bet here. All right, so I did this one. No, I like this one. So let's do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut this down to 6 inches. And then I have no idea how long it is. So I'm just going to leave it that full length for now. And then this, I guess I will also stitch down, because I don't want to see the adhesive on the other side. Okay, so this just has a lot of sewing left. So we'll just put this over there for now. And call that that. Okay, so you go over there. Okay, so then day 27 is going to go, and you know what, I'll actually add this on here later too. Day 27 is going to be a day that I will design when it happens, but I have no idea what I'm going to do, which actually is thanks to some of you guys who are the edges of the envelope sharp now that you opened it. I'll come back to that actually. Okay, so yes, this one is a no plans day. That's what I wrote, no plans, but I still have this so that I have a marker to remind me that there is a day that goes here. So this one is gonna go inside of a pocket, and that'll be that. When we get to that day, I'll have the option to use the back side of this if I want to, so I can add like a photo on here, or I can just leave this as it is and just do one side. And then the opposite side is going to line up with day 28, which we'll get that out. In terms of sharpness of the envelope, it is not that sharp. It's not any sharper than like a normal transparency, right? It's about the same as the transparency. So not super sharp. Nope. I would just say to try to cut it as like smoothly and in one motion as possible so that you don't have any snags in there. But yeah, it doesn't, none of that feels like it's gonna cut me or anything. It's all good. Okay, so put that over here. So we've got stitch, stitch, stitch. Now, okay, day 28. All right, so day 28, my plan is to tell a story about warm weather versus cold weather and which I prefer. Which is a little bit of a mix of both, and you know, that's a story I will get to when I get there. So what I've got pulled aside for this is this like wonky circle die cut page, which I just purchased the digital version of it and I cut it on my own silhouette. So I have this piece, and then when I saw, did I write down who it was? Crap, I didn't write it down. Who just did this page? Was it, I don't remember. Oh, I'll have to go back and find out. But anyways, this was somebody's product play class. What she did that I really, really loved is that she took vellum and backed some of the spaces with vellum, but then added some, I don't remember which one she used. It might have been this, or it might have been from a different stamp set. But she added some stamping on there and embossed it with white. I want to do the same thing, but I want to use this snowflake one on mine since we're talking about weather, hot weather versus cold weather. So for this, what I'm going to do is take this piece of vellum that I have here, and we're going to stamp a bunch of snowflakes on it and then heat emboss it with white. And then the rest of these pieces I will fill in with either journaling or photos. And that will be day 28. And then I've also got some numbers. I'm leaning towards the token number because it fits in the window versus the plastic number, which is kind of too big. But I mean, it could still be okay. So we'll see. Okay, so let me get my embossing. Yes, it was Carrie. Yes, it was Carrie. You're right. You're right. Yeah, I loved it. I thought her idea was fantastic. I especially loved the vellum part, which is why I am scrapbooking her for this one. Okay, so we're gonna grab this out. I'm gonna do it with white embossing powder. Let me get my heat gun out. Actually, I'm gonna set all this stuff a little bit further away. I definitely feel like a lot more out of breath today. That's for sure. All right, so let's just go for it. So I'm gonna use embossing ink. This one is from scrapbook.com, and let's put some snowflakes on here, which actually you can see pretty well on the vellum, which is kind of nice because now I know where I have stamped. I should probably get a scrap piece of paper. I can still see it, that's good. Okay. Was Carrie's page about, was it cookies that she did with hers? It was so pretty. All right. I actually got this wet before we started today. I was on top of it. Started on time with all of my supplies. All right, here we go. So let's put away the embossing powder or embossing ink. grab this out. Okay. And then I'm just going to cover this. Whoa, okay. All right, so we'll just kind of cover the entire page, I guess. All right, so then we can tap this off. And I am doing this on vellum, so I'll have to be very careful about not applying heat for too long to one spot. But that actually turned out really, really nice. Okay, so let's put that over here. Let's grab this powder back. Get it down to the middle. And pour it back in. Okay. Toss that out. All right. Easy peasy, not too messy. Okay. This can go over here. All right, so I'm going to turn on this gun and get to work on these. It's so pretty. Okay. Okay. All right, there we go. So that turned out so pretty. Do you guys see this? Oh yeah. Okay, so next. So these will then go in some of these windows, you know, which I think will be so pretty. Did I figure out where I wanted them to go? This one, this one, this one, and down here. So what I will do is, okay, so this is going to go on this side, right? Yes. Okay, so then I need this right here. I think that was a lot. Okay. I'm going to to get all smeary all over my nice vellum. Okay, so we'll put this one here. And I can come from behind and just kind of trim that piece a bit. Does not have to be perfect. Okay, so there's one. Then we're going to do this one. I'll just go here. Okay. It'd be pretty to do an entire background like that. Did you guys buy anything? I haven't. I'm failing my credit cards at the end. That's so funny. I haven't bought anything like crafting related, but I have been doing Christmas shopping. So my credit card, it's very happy with me right now. But it's been good. It's been good. It helps to feel a little bit more accomplished, you know. Also, Etienne, I just saw this morning the email from Elise from Feed Your Craft, and I'm so sad. If you guys don't know, Elise is going to close her company, her business, as of the end of December, correct? Is that right? Yeah. So I'm a little bit heartbroken that she's closing it after 7 years. It's been so long. I get it though. I mean, I know that, you know, life changes and things happen. And she's kind of a one-woman show over there, but still sad about it. Okay, last one here. December 15th, yes. I know, she's like, Elise is the nicest person. Like, she's so sweet. She's so supportive of people. It's really sad. The crafting industry won't be the same without her. Okay. She was technically the first person to accept me onto a design team. You know, that's kind of like, she's my roots. And yeah, I'm going to miss her. That is all. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to the rest of this, or this piece at least, just in case I eventually decide, like, you know what, I want to do another one somewhere. I don't have enough photos. So I'm going to hold on to that piece. Then my plan is to put photos and words inside the rest of these pieces here. And then for my number, I'm not sure yet. I should take the plastic off of this. I'm not sure yet if I want to use this 28 that kind of covers a lot up, or if I want to use this 28, which is still covers a lot up. So either one of these, I'm just going to hold on to both of them because I'm not sure yet. I think it will depend on my photos and if this is a color that clashes or not, because I think I kind of prefer this over the token because it's a little bit clearer, but we'll see. So this is going to be story 28. Now, in my album, let me pull this guy over here. So since day 27 is to be determined, what that is going to entail is, let's say that, get in there. Let's say that I decide, you know what, I want to cut another one of these and put different photos and words in there, and that can be story 27. Or I'm going to have the folio piece. So let's just kind of bring this over. So this will be here. So I could add a photo here and then cover the entire back of this. And as long as it's covered in something with a white background, like let's say it's like this, right? If it's covered with that, then on the back, you'll still see the snowflakes through those windows. They won't be transparent, or they won't have that like opacity. But you'll still be able to see them. So it leaves me with some options for day 27. So when I get there, I can make some decisions. So I think all I have left to do is pull over my sewing machine and do some things there. So let's put day 27, right? And then this is going to be day 28. I feel like I'm running out of these full page ones. So let's grab one like that. And we'll go 28, and here's potential numbers, and here's more vellum, so that can all go in there. And then let's get that stitched stuff done. Okay, so I'm gonna put some things away here. Okay, so I think I am done with tape. I am done with scissors. I am done with you. Where did I put your thing? Whoops. Oh, come back. Okay, over there. This can go up there. Well, what in the world? What did I do with my little rubber cover? I wonder if it fell on the ground. Okay. Go away. I'm going to clear off my desk so that there's not anything left on it to lose. And give me space for my machine. Okay. Actually, look at this. Plugged back in. Okay. should have put it in here, like I did last time. What the heck? Those, I don't need that, I don't need. Well, I don't know what happened to that thing. That's disappointing. I've had that for years. It'll show up. Okay, so let's put this away. Yeah, it's gotta be on the floor or something. Okay, it will bother me until I find it though. Hopefully soon. Okay, so let's get my sewing machine. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, I might be an embroidery stitch. We'll have to find out. I'll have to get a test paper. Does that ever happen to you guys, like where you lose something and then it's just like, it just bothers the crap out of you? So, funny story, and some of you guys probably already know this. Growing up, I always, and I still, to this day, I don't like Easter egg hunts. I actually quite hate Easter egg hunts because I am the worst at finding things, which is why I am very nitpicky about cleaning my stuff up and organizing it and, you know, having a plan for where everything goes, because it gives me anxiety to lose things and to not be able to find them. So growing up as a kid, I hated Easter. I hated Easter egg hunts. I just hated it because I could never find things. Like they would literally be, it would be an egg like sitting on a shelf at eye level that I'm standing in front of, and I still wouldn't see it. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I wouldn't be able to see it. And then my younger brother and my younger sister would like find all the eggs, and then I'm over here just like having a panic attack about not finding eggs. So funny. But yeah, I've always like hated losing things and not knowing where they're at. Losing is the story, yes. Yeah, I can't handle myself. I can't handle it. All right, so apparently my little rubber thing is gone. So let's stitch some stuff on here and get that going. Alrighty. So first and foremost is, let's do this thing because I want to use white on this and then I want to use gold on you. And actually we can just do this one first. This little R. I stitched all of the letters on to the alphabet pieces because the adhesive is not great. So this helps with that. Okay, so you need to go down here though. All right. And there's my R, which can replace the other R. Okay. You have a saying, good thing it wasn't a snake or it would have bit me for things that are right in front of me. Yes. Yes, exactly. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one that can't find things right in front of me. That's really funny. Okay, so next I'm going to stitch on, no, next I'm going to do this piece, actually, the edge. I'm thinking I'll just do it right along here first. One there, and I think I'll do one on the close edge as well. hold on. I went to go cut it like a normal machine. Crap, I just stitched through this like a dummy. Okay, so let me pull that out real quick. I don't have a seam ripper in here, but this will work just as well. And luckily it's ribbon, so you don't really see that. Okay. No harm, no foul, right? All right. Let's do that again. Just not exactly the same way again, but yeah, let's do that again. All right. So that gives me that. What did I just drop? Oh, how about we move all this, not over here. Good plan. All right, so clip this off, and then I'm gonna put the ribbon on next. So this way, if I don't put anything on the back of the folio, it's still, like, the ribbon's not going anywhere, it's finished, and no big deal. If I do put something on the back of this, also still not really a big deal. Like, it's finished, regardless. Okay. Okay. Okay, so ribbon is solidly adhered. Next, let's do the sides of this pocket piece. Okay. And the other side. Okay, so that gives me this one. Okay, I still want to add the Mary to it here in a minute. Do that. After we do this. Okay, so I need a tester paper because I want to find out if this stitch is an embroidery stitch or not. So let's find out. Definitely not. The stitches, oh, it's like a scallop stitch. Oh, that's really cute. Not what I want, but really cute. Okay. So, all right, what if I do H? Are you close enough to be an embroidery? Well, I think that'll be close enough. It's not, although, I have a nicer machine, not here, but I have a nicer machine that does an embroidery stitch. That is the one I use for fabric. All right, so I'm thinking I might just do a zigzag all the way around, since that's the closest I've got. I don't know if you guys can see the back of that. So this is like the scallop, which, how cute is that? And then this one's a really, really tight zigzag, but the reason I don't want to use that one is because it's too narrow. Like I'd like it to be a little bit wider. This one's a little wider, but also a little longer, which I'll live with that. That's okay. So, oh, and I wanted to use gold instead of white. So let's switch to gold. Oh my gosh. Okay, Etienne, your kids entered the Lego age. Yes, the Lego age. You've been putting together Christmas Legos this entire time while you watch and drink a beer. It's the most magical time. That's so awesome. I love Legos. Etienne, do your kids like Mario? Like Mario Brothers, Mario, Luigi, Peach? Because if they like Mario, the Mario Legos are the coolest thing I've ever seen. We got them for our kids, so our kids also really, really love Legos, and they also really, really, really love Mario, like super Mario fans. And they're really expensive, the Mario Legos, because, and I didn't know this until we actually got them, because they're like miniature computers. Like each of the characters is a computer, and it has this like scanner on the bottom, like under their feet. And when they jump on certain colored blocks, it makes it do different things. Or there's like QR codes that they can stand on top of, and it will make other things happen. And the idea is you build a course and you have to run the course and stuff. It's really, really cool. Anyway, highly recommend the Mario Legos if they're fans, for sure. There has been crying from Mario Kart. That's so funny. Oh no, I feel that. That would have been me when I was a kid. I was the worst. I loved video games, but I was the worst. Go. That actually looks nice. Okay, so done with machine. This away. Get over there. Okay, so we're done with the machine. Done with this. Oh, you know what? I was gonna stitch that inside too. Crap. Okay, I gotta bring that back over here. But this at least gets me this piece, which I think when I put this back to back, yeah, I did put that in there. When I put this back to back with the other one, I'm actually going to finish the gold stitch around the outside as well, so that the two plastic pieces are gold stitched together. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. All right, so that can go in here for later. That's day 25. Day 26, I forgot one thing. Oh, let's put this where it goes as well, which is 22. In with the friends. Okay, so there's 22. And then I've got one more thing I want to do to finish this out. I don't need that anymore. Okay, and I'm going to switch back to white again. Darn, I wish I would have remembered that when I was doing it. So this gold is so much easier to thread than the white. So did any of you guys visit family yesterday for Thanksgiving or get out of the house to celebrate the holiday? How was it? Are all of you, here's a good question. Are you guys pro turkey? Like, do you like turkey? Or do you not like turkey? Do you eat turkey for Thanksgiving? And if you don't, what do you eat instead? I'll tell you that I do not like turkey. I never have. I mean, I for Thanksgiving with family, I would take a slice of turkey, like the white meat, which was probably part of the problem. I don't like it because it's so dry. I'm not a huge like meat person anyway. So usually I'll drench it in gravy and cranberry sauce, and I like it that way. But turkey is not my favorite thing. So ever since COVID, and since we had to start, how does this happen? Since we had to start, there it is, cooking Thanksgiving dinner at our own houses. So this was our second year doing Thanksgiving at home because we all have COVID. But because of that, we have found a chicken recipe, like a roasted, it's not really roasted, but it is like in the, it goes in the oven. So it's kind of roasted, I suppose. Chicken recipe that is amazing. And I never, ever want to have turkey for Thanksgiving ever again. Because it's so good. It's so good. And it's so easy. And I don't make it. My husband makes it. But it's easy. Because I had to read the recipe to go get to order the groceries. So anyway, it's fantastic. So we had chicken plus sweet potato casserole, which of course is like the only thing my kids would eat because it's got marshmallows on it and sugar. And stuffing rolls. What else did we make? Stuffing rolls, sweet potatoes, chicken. That might have been it. Yeah, that was it. Oh, and I made cranberry sauce. My grandma's favorite famous cranberry sauce. It was so good. It was so good. How about you guys? All right, I'm going to work on this. Nope, wrong stitch. Ah. This is what I get for chatting. All right, and for putting this away and saying, oh, I don't need this anymore. So dumb. Okay. All right, let's do that again. Just not exactly the same way. Same but different. Okay, so I want stitch C. get to the ribbon. I gotta be said that and then I wasn't. Okay, I didn't ruin it though, so that's good. I'm just gonna blame all this on being slightly out of it. Ooh, also, before I leave, before we're done for today, I'll show you. Yesterday I ended up creating a couple of layouts for Allie Edwards for the Glow story kit because our assignment was due yesterday. And so I made them yesterday, but I'll show you them. They're so good. They're of my sister's wedding and I love it. I love it. I feel like that kit was made for documenting her wedding. All right, so now I think what I'll do is cut that so I know where this starts and ends. Don't need you anymore. What are you guys saying about turkey? Etienne, you went to see your parents 2 hours away and came home early this morning. Vegetarian, yeah. For Thanksgiving only, yes. Every once in a while, I like the deli slices. Take a slice out of respect. Yep, exactly. Deb, you were able to go visit some family too. That's awesome. See, Paula, you love turkey with all the things like gravy, stuffing, mashed potatoes. Yeah. In charge of mashed potatoes, kept adding salt and not tasting it. So edible. Oh no. Did they turn out okay? Oh wait, you had your mom taste to prove it wasn't enough. Ends up you're adding sugar. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Hilarious. Sugar potatoes. Kelly, you had your brother make and bring the turkey. That's a good idea, because then you can concentrate on all the really good stuff, right? And also your house doesn't have to smell like turkey from cooking it. Karen, you're cooking turkey right now? In a crock pot, yum. Celebrating today because your daughter worked yesterday. Oh, that's awesome. So you're probably cooking up a storm while you're hanging out here, huh? Do you guys have Thanksgiving Day recipes that are like handed down from generation to generation in your family? Or ones that are like family recipes that are top secret, you know, that you're not allowed to share with anybody ever? I love those stories, like hearing about, you know, what's not allowed to be shared. It's funny. The crock pot is, that's awesome. That's the beauty of crock pots, right? Is that you just kind of like put everything in, let it sit, and come back to it later and it's just done. I love crock pots. Oh, I missed a thing. Missed a string. Okay. Last section. And then this is on. Yay. Your grandma's stuffing recipe. Everyone loves it. Without mushrooms. That's good. I don't like mushrooms, but sometimes I like the flavor of them, like cream of mushroom soup, you know, but not just mushroom, period. Risa, you've got a dressing recipe and a pecan pie. Yum. Etienne, your mom changed up all the recipes to be fancy and you yelled at her. Oh my gosh. Okay, so was whatever, my grandma. So you guys know I talk about her all the time. My mom's mom, so we called her Gram, she did that too. She used to change up all her recipes. So she developed her own recipes, like probably took some from cookbooks and then altered them and eventually made her own recipe out of it. A prime example is our cranberry relish is her cranberry relish, but technically, if you're from Michigan, there is a place called Frankenmuth. And at Frankenmuth, they have these like not fancy, but these like family restaurants that have been there for generations. And they have a cranberry relish that's really good. So my grandma decided that she was going to try to copycat it. And eventually, after years and years of trying and changing things and whatever, she finally nailed it. So we have this cranberry relish recipe that's like the best ever. In fact, I made it and my husband was like, I made it for the first time this year. And Aaron was like, you know, oh, the best cranberry relish, huh? And I was like, yeah, don't joke. And then when he ate it, he was like, yeah, this is the best I've ever had. Anyway, so she did the same thing. She used to like change her own recipes all the time, and it would make my mom and her siblings really mad because they liked her original recipes and didn't want her to change them. Which is funny. It's funny how that works, you know? But that was her like main like art form, you know, was cooking. So she liked to take creative liberties with it. Okay, so that is going to be the bow here in the center. Now what I want to do is trim this somewhere here. Do I have a lighter? I do. Okay, I think I'll trim it like there. And yeah, like here. Nope, too much. Just want to stop you from fraying, that's it. And I don't want to melt my plastic. So, just a little bit. Okay, I think that kind of worked. Close enough to melt you just a tiny bit. Okay, there. So that will stop the fraying. Actually, that one, I don't know if this one actually did it or not. Hold on, let's do that again. Okay, now it did. All right. Okay, so then we won't fray. We've got that. And then this piece, I think what I'll do is I want to use white or red. White. Just gonna embroidery floss this on. Should probably, it's gonna be all tangled, whatever. Okay, and then I've got my needle here. Okay. ribbon glue called Fray Check. That's a good idea. Oh, and for once I got it on the first try. That probably is like the first time ever. Okay, so my bow is here. I probably want, actually I should. You guys want to know a trick for tying bows that I learned from my mom? So we'll see if this makes sense to you. So you cross over and like tie, like you're gonna tie a knot, right? And then there's always a ribbon that goes like around and under, and one that goes like under to the top, right? So there's a bottom ribbon and a top ribbon. So when you're tying your bow, you want to take the bottom one to create your loop, and then your top one, so you can see how my top one is going this way, right? Like if I had tied the knot the other way, it would go that way. So my loop is on the right side. My little tail thing here is going to the left. So I want to take this and I actually want to cross it over to the other side and go around the loop and back up through the bottom. And when you do that, the bunny ears of your bow stay at the top and your tails go down at the bottom. So then you don't have like a bow that's kind of like, right, like angled. It keeps it straight. So that was my mom. My mom taught me how to tie bows. We used to, because we sold aprons for a long time and you tie an apron on. So when we had to display them on mannequins, we were constantly having to tie bows into the strings. So it was a good thing to learn. Okay, so we're gonna put Mary like here. And I'm thinking what I will do, at least for this first one. Okay. Whoops. I'm just gonna stitch this puppy on here. Probably just wanna do that. Okay, so you'll go there. Tie it off. Do that twice. Just to make sure we're extra secure. Okay. So there's that. And then we'll do that again. Figure out where we are. So see, we're going to cross behind, around, and up through the bottom. Maybe. Okay, so we want, so that's the M. And I think the Y. Let's get my Slick Writer pen. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a dot in there for where I want this to go. I should make a YouTube video about that, like how to tie a bow. Cause yeah, I mean it was the best thing. Like I loved when my mom taught me it because it made it really easy. Okay, so this one, let me do this the right way this time and go from the bottom. So I don't have to clip that string. Okay. Okay. I feel like I'm probably gonna have to do one more in the middle just so everything holds where I want it to go. Like maybe I'll go right here. Okay. We'll tie this off. Okay. Yeah, so maybe right here, actually, at the R. Right at the bottom of the R, or right here. I think I'll actually go right there. So, we're gonna go... Although if I go right here, it won't move. Okay. Whoops. Nice. Okay. Oh, wait, are you in a knot over here? It's happening, yes. Okay, one more, and then this should be pretty darn secure. All right. So that gives me Mary. Okay, so inside of this pocket, I'll put all the rest of the stuff we're gonna need for this page. So we've got like the card and the pieces there. Here's the page concept, right? And then that will close over and we'll tie it. All right, so one more time. We got the top, we got the bottom. The bottom is the loop around the outside and up through the bottom. Okay, then we just adjust. Okay, so that gives me that. There's a TED Talk about tying shoes. That's funny. Then yeah, totally. Okay, so then this guy goes inside here. And that is day 26. Oh, you know, I never got a 26, did I? You know what I could do for 26? Let's just add on. Because I'd like it to be on the outside. Or what do I have here? I could do 26 in the gold. I kind of prefer that. The skinny gold. So it's just like temporarily. I think I'll just do that. Keep it simple. And I suppose if I get to this day and I decide I don't like that anymore, I can always take it off and put something else on there instead. Okay, so that is everything for today. So we've got day 25, which will be over here. And it'll be a flip out one pager. And then next to day 25 will be the Mary folder that opens up and will have the waterfall and then a pocket for extra stuff. Day 27 is my whatever day, my no plan day. And then day 28 is going to be this side about cold weather, warm weather. So that's going to be it for today and it for this week. On Monday next week, I will be completing the last 3 layouts. So that'll be day 29, 30, and 31. I do have one extra bonus. I'm going to do the folder that Morgan made using the box. So I'll probably do that on Monday as well. And then Tuesday we'll do some flip throughs and maybe do some like Q&A type of stuff. I'm thinking possibly like actually I might do that in the evening. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it both times. But one of the things I'd like to do possibly on Tuesday is to story plan for the whole story kit. So I might do that live just so I can get it done right in the nick of time, or, you know, we'll see. We'll just kind of play it by ear. But I plan to be done with foundation pages on Monday. Monday will be the last day. And then we'll be pretty much in December. So that's going to be that. All right, you guys, I hope that you all stay healthy, stay safe, have a great weekend holiday. Thank you for joining me today and keeping me sidetracked from all of the sickness stuff. I appreciate it. It's always a joy to be here with you. Until next time, have a great rest of your day. Bye, friends.